What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for spending your Tuesday night with us here. And I'm going to say hi to some people, and we've already got questions in the chat. So I'm going to go back and we'll get all those questions answered. Judy, first in the house, just Judy. Looks like she's building out a Sprinter, and Gracie's in the house. Vanderella has a day off, and she is here. Actually, she doesn't have a day off. She has a night off. She had a class this morning. I stand corrected. She'd be like, I didn't have a day off. Wondering me, Ma, good to see you here, my friend. Lynn is in the house, and I hope you are feeling well, my friend. Crystal, good to see you here. Made it to the live stream. Gracie saying hi to everybody. Patty A in the house. Cynthia, Bill. I'm going to get in trouble if I keep going, but we're going to say hi to some more people. Thrifty Angela in the house, telling everybody to give it a thumbs up. Annette, how are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Blissful Ventures, good to see you. Gloria, Den, Bless, and Bernadette, good to see you guys here. First question of the night I'm seeing is, what windows do we like? And I will tell you that we typically install this CRL, and they stand for something Lewis. CRL windows. I've got the awnings in mine. I just installed a slider in Bev's. Reese has got the awning ones as well. Easy window install. And said, is it normal for about $300? And sadly enough, they are. It is a costly item on your van build. They're about, 300, 350 is typical, especially, depending on what you go with. So, Bev's, we just installed that before Les and Bernadette hit the road, and I'll tell you what, that was one of the easiest installs. And I know I always say, oh, that's so easy. It's nerve-wracking cutting that hole. Measure before you cut, but it really is not a bad project to do. Anyway, the other question that she had, and hopefully she'll catch this, I'm not sure if she's back in the chat already, but when you put your windows in back here, there's a support beam across here. It is, it kind of has a spot weld on it at the top in two places and at the bottom in two places. And I will tell you, take one of your junk chisels and put it in that gap, pound on that, and it will break that weld off. And both places where it's welded is on the inside of the van. So it'll pop right off. Now, it is adhered to the van, and it's kind of like a weird foam. Try to take a razor blade knife or something and break that loose, because when you pull that loose, the metal on these vans are so thin. Like if you haven't actually seen it and shook it, it's unbelievable how thin that metal is. So quick and easy project. It really is. Judy, if you get this, if you have any questions, email me. I'll walk you through it. We can get on a Zoom or a Skype or something like that. I'll show you how to do it, my friend. I'm hitting the road again in the morning. Good to hear, Cynthia, you lucky dog, you. Then to Fred Rock. Nice. On the 24th. I can't wait for that. All right. I scrolled up. Now I got to scroll back down, guys. I'm happy to help any way I can. That'll be nice. I'm going to put you to work. Anybody that comes to shop, they get put to work. Les, we like to pick on him. He cooks a lot for us, and I've had to cook the last, I cooked today. I think I cooked the other day. Once or twice, but I'm going to miss Les while he's gone. And safe travels to you guys on the road. Everybody, you guys put Les and Bernadette on your prayer list. They're going to be traveling for the next couple of days. They're going to be in Wisconsin for a couple of weeks. Darcy's in the house. She's going to be coming down too. And right now, I'm going to say a shout out. Debbie Babb is here. And if you guys saw my 10 build video 1 year, Debbie is the last build on the video, and she has a Ford E150. She's down here at the shop. We're going to install some running boards. gonna do some tweaking on the van build. And I shot a little clip today, just a small clip. And I tell you, and I've said it before on here, everybody that's been following along with me, you know it. And when you are out there and you're doing what we're doing, like, don't make any huge, irreversible designs, because inevitably you're gonna live in it for a month, a couple of trips, 4 or 5 trips. I think Cindy got hers nailed on the 6th trip. You're gonna make changes. So don't feel bad if you like, oh, this isn't working. Man, I planned this for 2 years. It once you're living in it, it's a whole new ball game. So don't hesitate to always just jump in and make it better. Because if something doesn't work for you and you're like, oh, it'll be okay, it's gonna drive you crazy. So jump in and just change it. Hey Johnny, got you ladies books ready to go. Awesome. Eugene, just tell me, I put it in the chat, but let me know what color hat you want. Tim is saying hello. Good to see you, my friend. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. There was another question, and it was Les and Bernadette talking about buying 2 Blue Eddies. And here's what I'm going to say about that. And Blue Eddy is getting ready to do a thing, and I don't want to talk about it a lot because I may be one of their people that are promoting it in videos. And anytime I can work with Blue Eddy, you know that is good news for me and very good news for you guys, because I pay it forward as much as I can. So if you have 2 separate power banks, okay, fantastic. You've got 2,048 watt hours. Break that down, probably about 1,800. So now you got 3,600 watt hours. That's fantastic. But when you can't use your DC panel simultaneously in both of them. The only way you could use 2 standalone units, which I'm not saying you can't do it, would be to have one as your primary and have it plugged in to the other one so that it's stealing power from the one. But here's why I wouldn't do that, is because you're not going to get as much power out of that unit as you would if you had one unit, in my opinion. Now, have I done it? I did it the entire time in Arizona. I have 2 units. They're totally different brands. Anytime I've got one plugged into my solar on top of the roof, the other one I would plug my portable panels in. I would steal power every single night from my backup battery. In the morning before I even got out of bed, it was already pulling solar from the roof. 100% doable. And the other thing is the Blue Eddy AC300 is big. One of the battery is 60 pounds. The AC300, the B300 is 60 pounds. The AC300 is 40 pounds. You can stack them. It makes it taller than probably what most people want their bed. Or you can put them side by side. Now, the cable, I just installed one. It's on my thumbnail, is a beast. It's not, it is a thick cable. And it's not easy to just connect it and shove it to the side. So for that reason, if you wanted, like say you were going to put twin beds in your van, you could put one Blue Eddy AC200P under one bed and one in the other. Now, to go further with that question, I would keep your AC200P and I would get the expandable AC200 Max, because that you can add batteries to. I think it's the B200 or something like that. You can add batteries to that Max. So that's how I would go. But you'll have a little bit of loss in there. But you guys, you're charging. You guys, you'll be fine. I'm going to back up. If I just rattled a lot. Question. What are your thoughts on the Anchor battery units? Are you talking about the big ones? If you're talking about the big ones, I haven't used them yet. But I will say Blue Eddy and EcoFlow have the market right now. Jackery can't compete with them. Anchor, I have seen some of their big power banks. I don't know the DC, the discharge percentage on that, their efficiency. I can research that. My research would probably be the same as yours. Um, some of these companies, like Goal Zero, I mean, they're just expensive. These these banks are ever growing. They are like just every day they're putting out new ones. I would make sure that the efficiency rate is above 85%. Hopefully 86 to 87% efficiency. The other thing, I would not get another battery bank that was not Bluetooth compatible so that I keep it in the back and I can see it from wherever I'm at in the van. I hate leaving my van, going around, opening up the back doors and having to look. So I will research the Anchor a little bit, but Blue Eddy EcoFlow has the market right now. Question. Where can I find a 12-volt upright freezer? We have the chest freezer, but I don't care for it. Obviously, you guys know that I have the isotherm. It's a beast. Um, like 5.1 cubic feet. Dometic's got one. They're small. They don't have a lot of room in it. I just got one delivered to the site. It's only like $800, I think. I think it's called Rec Pro, RECPRO. I'm getting ready to install that in someone's van in the beginning of May. It's DC. Bodega has an upright. Bodega and Dometic, they're small. They're smaller refrigerators. I'm talking like 1.3 cubic, something like that. So, you know, it's good for weekend trips. It's very good for weekend warriors. If you are going to go out full time, that Rec Pro, the Isotherm, I've got the Cruise 165. It's costly. It's costly, I'm going to tell you, but it's a nice refrigerator. It is a nice investment. I was thinking the same thing. Oh, I got to find out what Gracie's talking about. I saw the Anchor at gutted. They ran the whole electricity for the bills. I wish they had offered them for sale at gutted. I'll have to look at it. I would like to know. The inverter size on it. I'm telling you, I will not get another unit that has the power brick. I hate those. I won't get another unit with that. If it's got that, I wouldn't get it. I hate it. We have the B230s and an extra battery for our AC200P. Okay, so that is it's got to be the newer model. Extra battery for our AC200P. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. It's funny. It's funny because these units, they put them out and then they make upgrades to them and changes to them. I did not know the AC200P was expandable. I just got one of their units and pretty sure mine's not expandable, but that's awesome. When Johnny starts talking to electrical, watts, etc., my eyes glaze over and my blind. Oh, sorry about that, Gracie. Sorry about that. Um, I love talking electrical. I'm going to scroll up, make sure I didn't have it. I have 3. I used one for my blanket, the other smaller one for my Instapot, and the AC200 pot, AP for my refrigerator. Awesome. I um I don't want to say anything yet, but if you've got some of the older Blue Eddies, don't get rid of them yet. Don't get rid of them yet. That's what I'm gonna say. That's why I like the AC200 Plus and the B230s. Yeah, the ones that are expandable. And obviously Blue Eddy is constantly upgrading and they are taking over. I'm telling you, I've been pushing Blue Eddy for a long time. There are known customer support issues. I am telling you, if you hear this on this channel, that you have a problem with Blue Eddy customer support getting back to you, please send me an email and I'm going to tell you what I did to get a hold of them. I don't want to monopolize the screen. My email is down there. It's doable. May I borrow your portable bank it's used for the crock pots at the potlucks? You know, the thing about it is these portable banks, yes, you can, but these portable banks, it'll only run a crock pot for a couple of hours. So if you cook in your rig and you bring it out for the potluck, absolutely, we can run an extension cord and you can run it off one of my power banks. But it's not going to run it for hours. These things are 2,000 watts. Those crock pots run anywhere from 700, 800, 900, 1,500 watts. Let's see here. Planning to be there on the 27th. That is so awesome. Difference between buying the big AC 300 plus the battery or buy two of the ones we have. I think we have the AC 200P. I just answered that one. Sorry I am late, Vanderella. Sunset Jen, lurking, so sorry I don't see any, if I don't see an answer. Gracie, I'm going to be in North Carolina, then to go see Johnny. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm just making sure I didn't miss any questions, and then we'll jump right back to everybody's asking where she's headed. I think if I missed your question, if you asked your question several minutes ago and I didn't answer it, please just ask it again. Stephanie and Polly is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Don't worry about time. We eat as soon as the food is on the table. Right. Anytime you want company to respond, posted on Facebook. Anytime you want a company to respond, posted on Facebook. Dead ringer, that is exactly right. Get on Facebook. Companies hate you going to their official social media sites and saying anything along the lines as, hey, trying to get a hold of Blue Eddie, I can't get anybody to respond. Can anyone help? Anybody have any suggestions? I'm telling you what, you'll get an answer in less than 12 hours, which for companies like this, that's phenomenal. Here's the fee schedule for 023. I'm gonna have to look at that because I gotta sign up for something. Thinking I'm needing to pull a trailer just to batteries, right? No kidding. What is the topic tonight? We are just talking about van build questions. A lot of these questions so far, we're talking about either windows or power banks. So we're just hanging out talking. Hey, the link to the Facebook event indicates broken, still can't get in. If you I apologize, my magpie. I apologize. Once you get signed up, all you gotta do is send me an email. Send me your it's $50 for 3 days for $50. If you're a Patreon, you get an extra day. So 15th, 16th, and 17th, tons of giveaways, food, snacks. Once you sign up, you will get an invite to the group. It's a private group because a lot of people will ask to join the group and they're not coming to the meetup. This Facebook group is only for people that are signed up, paid, and are definitely coming. Now, obviously things come up and then maybe down the road you don't come. Obviously you're still in the group, but so oh, it's Hunter. I sent you a link. I sent you an email link. Oh, Magpie. I didn't even know that, Hunter. I'm sorry. Question. When did you say you would be in North Carolina? June 28th. June 28th, 29th. I'm flying in, I think, on the 28th. Johnny, tell everyone it's Maddie's birthday tomorrow. My Maddie turns 8 tomorrow. It's broken. Oh my gosh. I sent the link to about 7 people. And I'll try to send it again. Hunter, as soon as the show is over, I'll send it again. Question. Is there a link for the Alaska Trip 24. There is no link. There's no link. This is a private group going. We have to limit it because we're going to be up there for such a long time, and we're going to be real restricted on stops and all kinds of stuff. So, but it's a good idea to have a private Facebook group on the Alaska trip as well. So we can definitely make one up. I'm gonna delegate that to one of these social media gurus, which is not me. Can you show the picture of Maddie's birthday cake? No, I cannot. I no, I cannot. No, I don't. Where's my? I'm on my phone, and it's on my phone. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We will share Maddie's birthday cake on the community tab tomorrow. Maddie's our mascot. Happy birthday, Maddie. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see here. Hi Star, good to see you. Happy 8th birthday. Thank you guys. She probably ate the cake. Oh, you know what? I didn't tell you the best part. So Debbie Babb is here. We're doing some stuff on her van. She brought me a big thing of banana, what do you call it? Banana wafer pudding, banana wafer pudding, vanilla wafer pudding. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm going to tell you, it's already half gone. It is half gone. we nailed it. Everybody's saying, make a happy birthday. Absolutely. When Maddie gets her birthday cake, I'll make it into a short and we will share it on the page. I'm going home tomorrow and we'll have birthday cake with Maddie tomorrow, and I'll have dinner with Kelly and Maddie tomorrow. And I'm going to take a drink while I'm doing that. I'm going to try not to mess up my screen. While I'm doing that, oh my goodness, what am I doing? I want to say thank you to all my Patreons, all my channel members. Because of what you do, I can give away hats and shirts and all kinds of stuff. We had our first Zoom Patreon meeting Sunday where everybody could be on panel, saying hi to one another, introducing one another. Patreon is an amazing way to support the channel and to meet all the people in the community. So real quick, thank you to all of you. I'm gonna hit the wrong button here. Diane is in the house. Good to see you, fellow Patreon. She was in the meeting on Sunday. Good time meeting all you guys. So much fun. I'm gonna have to go back and read this to you guys. Why we've got your attention. The state bird of Alaska is the mosquito. I have to believe that. I found out by accident many years ago that Neutrogena light sesame oil makes an amazing mosquito repellent. Somebody in this group that's going to Alaska or coming to my meetup or whatever, let's write that down, put it in the comments. I'll pin it. We have got to remember that for the rest of our life. I'm just going to say, we are battling with ticks this year, not just at the lake, but at the shop. Our poor dogs, I like literally picking 20 or so off at a time. We've got spray. We are trying everything that we possibly can think of to start tackling this. Those guys are having success with the high boots. I've got to go get mine tomorrow. Question. How do you find out about the meetups? Okay. I know that Mellow Nomadic Adventures, Marshall, has a website that talks about all the meetups. My meetup is every year, this is the second one. I say every year like it's, number 20, but it's the second one, September 15th, 16th, 17th. If you're a Patreon, stay on the 18th. We're going to have a good time. $50 and camping, the s'more platter. The s'more platter that they make here at the campground is worth the entry fee. I promise you, it is the best. There you go. Facebook group. Thank you, Gracie. Gracie has like, if you knew Gracie back when, didn't make videos, came into the chats. She is an amazing moderator. All my moderators are amazing. And there's some moderators that are just on it. And I have got amazing moderators. We have, thank goodness, very, very little misbehaving in here because I have amazing moderators. And if you're a moderator and you've got a YouTube channel, please drop your link so that everybody here can go show you guys some love. Let's see here. I just posted Marshall's Facebook link. Thank you. Ticks are vile, nasty little creatures. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. While I don't see any more questions in the chat right now. They're messaging. I don't see any questions right now in the chat. So I'm going to tell you about what's going on at the property until I see another question. I must go as dinner is ready. Van Girl Show, go on. Ciao for now. That was a good one. I said something earlier. And I didn't even mean to like make it rhyme. And Patty was just rolling. I was like, I said, I'm so ticked my new watch. My new watch won't work. You guys got to stop messaging each other during the live stream. It keeps on showing up. Lynn, happy birthday, Maddie. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to give you the little Dawson one. Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. When it comes to those nasty sectors that hang on them, the law of attraction, whenever you focus on, you get more. I believe that. I believe that. Thank you so much for that. We'll get Maddie a small ice cream cone or something with that. Okay. So the property, this kid, he's 28 years old. He's working his little butt off out there, fighting with rain. His brother had to have an emergency procedure, so he was having to do some of his brother's work. So he is just really working his tail off for us, getting the shop, really the platform, everything going. So he drained the lake, fixed one of the pipes, the drain pipe for us. He has done a ton of work out there. So in next Sunday's video, I'm going to do a thorough walkthrough. If I don't get rained on, I think we're going to get rained on this week, but we're going to be going out there and I'm going to do a bunch of recording, but the site up top is almost done. The UTV trail we've been working on, we got a good hunk of that going. He's cleared a ton of trees, widened the entrance over the dam. It is amazing. Great idea. Happy birthday, Maddie, the Wonder Dog. Oh, Polly, thank you so much for that. All right, thank you for that. I turned my fan on low because I was worried about it being too noisy, and I am cooking in here. It is warm. It is warm. Kelly says, Maddie says, thank you to everybody. So Maddie gets a bark box once a month, and because of her injury, it really hasn't been something that like, we don't want her getting too excited, that kind of stuff. So we've been kind of just like giving her the stuff out of them and just kind of letting her have her stuff, but not making a big deal about like, oh, your box is here. So me and Maddie went home the other day. Maddie's bark box was sitting in the foyer. They delivered it. One of the kids just brought it in, whatever, sitting on the floor in the foyer. And Kelly said, Maddie went in there. She saw it and she recognized the size of it, and she knew it was her bark box. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Maddie's getting excited about stuff. I tested one arm with DEET and the other with Sawyer. Sawyer won. We love Sawyer, the permethrin spray. We love that. Patty A, happy birthday, Maddie. Happy birthday, Maddie. Thank you for that. It says I couldn't figure out Patreon Zoom, but later watched it from my email and clicked the link. I am so challenged with anything internet. We'll make sure that you get this figured out. Because it is a fun time. And it is a fun time. I'll make sure that we get you figured out. Could you talk about securing power banks during builds? I'm not sure I've seen that covered in any videos. So the power banks, I've actually done a couple of things. Mine is just sitting in my van. It doesn't move, but mine's underneath the bed. It could never come flying to where I'm at if I was ever rear-ended or if I ever hit something. And that would be the concern. So I literally, by time you put everything in your van where it goes, like, it's not going anywhere. And part of it is because they're so stinking heavy. Second of all, and it's got like a little they're like those little rubber pads on the bottom of it. But second of all, now I have put them in a cabinet before. Underneath a twin bed, I put one underneath there. The thing about that is you really want to make sure that there's ventilation. So you can use a register of use the ones that are for cold air returns, not a register vent, a cold air return vent. It's just a flat cover. Cut yourself a hole, put that, so you can enclose it in a box. All my builds, I've got them in the back, and they're just sitting there. You can use like the plumber's banding. You could use that if you wanted to secure it. I scoop mine around a lot to plug stuff in, to unplug it. My solar panels, my backup bank. When I was in Arizona, I did that. So I don't secure mine. However, like if you've got like the AC 200P, you could build just like 1.5 inches, build a frame around it, screw that. That's going to prevent it from sliding. Again, if you're in a motor vehicle and someone rear ends you, it's probably, gonna slam into whatever is next to it. I don't think it's going to catapult, to where you're at, depending on where you're at. But Maddie says she Maddie's keeping track of the super chats. Anyway, so I would use, because you don't want to block the air. It needs that air. So yeah, most people that I know, honestly, just have it stationary. And just like everything else in here, like what's going to go flying if you are rear-ended. If you're concerned about that, there's handles on it. Maybe put that banding on the handles. You could put that banding, screw it to the floor, through the handles, and then screw it to the other floor, and it would prevent it from catapulting during if you were in a bad motor vehicle crash. But again, where I put mine at, back here in the back, like there's no way it's going to come anywhere. It doesn't move around when I'm driving. None of the ones that I've done so far move at all while I'm driving. Now, if you've got a small power bank, like say you've got the Jackery 1000, the EB55, secure them. Just put either bungee them, put some eye bolts in, bungee them if you're concerned about them going anywhere. Those you could box in, leave, make a small box for them that anchors to the floor or the cabinet where you've got them. If you've got them in a cabinet, just make sure they're ventilated. Pop up. Yeah, put them in a drawer. What are we talking about? What day of the week is the best day to come and visit you? Any day. Tuesdays are busy because I gotta call it I kind of lock up shop and quit early. But honestly, it send me an email and say, hey, I'd like to come see you next Monday, and that'd be awesome. If you show up unexpectedly at the shop, I might not be here. I am, I'm back and forth to the property. I'm back and forth home. I'm back and forth to Lowe's or Home Depot or Hoods or so send me an email. And if it works good for you, you can head on up. I wonder how Johnny knows other people's batteries don't move when she drives. I don't know that. I was cooking dinner. Woo woo. It sounds good to me. I'm going home. Kelly's making me meatloaf tomorrow night. Not a fan of projectiles. Not a fan either. Don't want to get my skull crashed by something I paid a fortune for. Absolutely. Desert Adventures in Arizona, and a donation to Maddie's Bark Box. Thank you so much for that one. Crafty Traveler is asking, does anyone know of BLM around Williams? Steve might know the answer to that. Boxman D might know the answer to that. Can one of you guys ask? Lonnie is asking about BLM. Welcome, Boxman D, says John. Good to see you, John. My biggest worry has been getting hit and covered with the contents. That's when, oh man, that's when the shit hits the fan, right? Oh man. I think I would be more worried about my battery flying. Oh man. Definitely not. Oh man. Oh man, poor Darcy. That would not be fun. That would not be fun. If I was you, I would dump that thing before you hit the road. Man, I never thought of that. Now I got to worry about that. My toilet's in a cabinet though. I think I got to figure out how to lock that cabinet while I'm driving now. That would not be fun. Oh. Hit that $100 fan from the Canadian van dude. Hit that. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Kel. Oh man. Exactly why I dump my potty before I drive. Absolutely. Alan, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. The snow finally finished. Oh, Mark's sent me a picture this morning. They got snow up in New York. I'm like, buddy, he left Arizona for snow. It's going away for a better solution very soon, though. Woo! I can't wait for that. Van question. I know for a fact that I want to leave the high space above the driver and passenger seat in my Mercedes Sprinter, but I do want to insulate and put Reflectix up. Yeah, there's some grump in my van. Now, I can only tell you, Thrifty Angela, thank you for that. Let me give her, I'm going to give her the Panda. Yeah. Okay. So, in the ProMaster, in the Transit, I worked on a Sprinter and I can't even tell you what it has in there. I don't remember. But what I do is I take those like 5 grommets down and I slide the Reflectix up in there. Now, I didn't put the Havelock wool in because mine has lights up there and it has wire harnesses. And I did not want to, while I'm shoving insulation up there, I didn't want to knock one of those harnesses loose. So I just put Reflectix. Now, one of them I did just a single layer. One of them I felt like there was more space, and I think it was a Transit. I put double Reflectix up there. It reflects that heat. It helps. You've got all that sun coming in your windows as well. So I feel like the Reflectix is good. And I am telling you, you'll be surprised how far you can send that Reflectix. And what I did was I cut it to width and then I sent it in there and then I trimmed it. That way I knew it was as deep as I could get it. Um, where do I sign up for the meetup, or did I miss it again? My email is below. Send me an email. I will tell you how you can get signed up. Basically, all you're doing, my PayPal link is in my channel description. Send me the meeting is the 15th, 16th, and 17th, the meetup. The 18th, if you're a Patreon, $50 for 3 days at a campground on the river with giveaways and snacks is a win. Send me $50. We're going to get you signed up into the Facebook group and show up. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Blaine is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Let's see here. I know it's easy to loosen it enough to do what I want, but when I watched somebody do it, a van build, they talked about the wiring around the window trim. Yep, window trim. It spooked me. Yeah, yeah. You don't want to knock one of those wire harnesses loose because I mean, I can tell you already, the dealer will ding you a good amount of money to get that fixed for you. I'm sure it is. Late to the party. You're never late to the party. Thank you for coming in. All right. What are the apps you use say about BLM around Williams? Okay, yeah, there's apps that you can use as well. Um, it I think it was in the 80s here already. And now it's like crazy. We don't even know how to dress. We don't know if we've got our air on in the morning, we've got our heaters on at night. It is crazy weather up here. And bad storms again. We had tornadoes on Saturday again. So crazy weather. Also is a year old today. Oh, Ario is a year old today. Oh, happy birthday, Ario. Arlo. I thought it was an I. Oh, my old eyes, my poor old eyes. Boop, boop, boop. All right, Eugene. I hate when the yes. I totally agree with you, Kaylee. Totally agree with you. Oh, that is not, you got to think about it. You're on the side of the road and going through whatever. You're talking to the tow truck driver. like, 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 I don't even want to have that discussion. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Um, just a baby. That is right. 1 year old, just a baby. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Maddie went home to stay with mom for 4 days, and imagine she'll come back down with me Thursday morning when I come down. She loves it down here, but as you saw in the last video, she loves to bark a lot. And at the new property, the neighbors have roosters and chickens and guineas, and all she does is bark. It's like every video she's barking. Maddie says she wants roses from Mama. Maddie, roses are not good for dogs. They've got thorns. It's about time another Deb showed up. Normally, there's about 4 Debs in here. So there, and actually, I don't know if Debbie's in here or not. Debbie, are you in here? Um, she's supposed to crash just to Oh, Is it better to buy a power station from the company than getting it from Amazon? Well, like for me, I have a Blue Eddy affiliate. So if you use, oh, no. I see what you're saying. You know what? I'm sorry. I see what you're saying now. You know what? I almost like buying it from Amazon because I'm telling you, if you can't get a company to call you back, Amazon will get it. Amazon will get it taken care of. You will get your money back, or you will get your exchange, or you will get to talk to an actual human at the company. So I kind of like that. It's kind of like PayPal. When you send something PayPal, if anything goes wrong, PayPal takes care of you. Amazon's the same way. I hate it that it's like everything is Amazon now. I mean, they're like they they probably they have more money than the US does. But yeah. Now, if you're Blue Eddy, and I apologize, I don't know about EcoFlow, but Blue Eddy, like right now, they're having amazing deals right now. And if you go to one of the Blue Eddy live streams, or just watch the replay, they or go into the description, they're dropping links all the time for discounted rates. Now, if you use my affiliate link, you get 5% off, which, it's not a lot, but when you're spending $3,000, I mean, who doesn't want $150 off? So, but so that's kind of a loaded answer. I know. It's like, I like Amazon because they will take care of you. But if you buy it through the company, you could get it a little cheaper. You get it quick from Amazon, though, I'll tell you that. I bought a messenger like the one Darcy has. Oh, massager like the one Darcy has. It was to always be plugged in. You just called Amazon to get the label sent back. They said, keep it. I know they say that all the time. I know a lot of people that have a lot of stuff free from Amazon because they're like even refrigerators, toilets, the massagers, all kinds of stuff. It costs them more for you to send it back to them than just send you a new one. Yeah, so they just tell you, just keep that one, we'll send you a new one. Let's see here. Chickens eat ticks. Yeah. The problem with animals, 15.67 acres, we could definitely have some animals out there. I would love to rent some goats for a month, but we plan on traveling. We want to travel. We want to take like a 3-month cruise around, I don't know, Kelly, tell them Spain or Norway or whatever. I don't know. So when you've got animals, it kind of ties you down. Now, I'll get some chickens if one of you guys can come to the shop for a month when I'm in Norway or Spain or wherever. If you want to come feed the chickens, I'll get some. Blue Eddy will be live in a little while, so if you want to discount, Blue Eddy goes live every Tuesday night right after me. Let's see here, and they're live a couple of times throughout the week too, but they're always live Tuesday right after me. I'm here for you, Johnny. There you go. She's gonna take care of my chickens. Jocko, eat them. Jocko, eat the chickens. Watch. Rent the goats. I know. My neighbor out there has some. I may see if he will rent them to me for the weekend or month or something. He may not even rent them to me. He may just, I'm like, hey, let your goats out over here for a little while. I'd rather be in Norway. Absolutely. Those are, oh, wait a minute. Let me see what Rhonda said. I have some friends at the shop. They're helping me work. I call them my apprentices, but they're really not apprentices. Raise baby guinea chicks with Maddie. She won't bark at them. They will eat tick. Right? I think she'll eat them. Mother Nature apologized for spring being late, but Father Time was driving and refused to stop for directions. There you go. Okay, caught you live. My van is livable, but still working on it. Need more power, not enough sun. I'm so done with the rain in Oregon. I guess I have to drive more to charge the batteries. That is the downfall. That is the downfall of solar life. Judy is in the house. Good to see you, Judith. Thanks for coming in from California. Ba, ba, ba. All right. I have experience with being a farmer, right? Feeding horses. I saw you up in Montana last year. Have a great night and week. See you later, Helen. Good to see you. Hopefully we'll see you this weekend. Um, all right. Jock won't eat the chickens. I bet you. I bet you he won't. He'll say, Mom, don't tell her that. I want one of those chickens. Um, Bye, Helen. All right. She won't eat them if she raised them from chicks. Oh, I know. They were talking about that before. Guineas are good for ticks. And my neighbor has a ton of them. I assume they have a ton of them. It sounds like we're being invaded out there. um, she, oh, I have to go to Norway. Not leaving. Yep. The neighbor has guineas too. Absolutely. How's the snow? Gracie, don't pick on Mark. Hey guys. Hey, you see me drinking water now. You see me drinking water. That's my water from last Tuesday. I'm trying. I'm trying. All right. I don't know. Baby chick squeak probably a lot. A lot when squeezed. I know that. Oh man, guineas for the ticks. Absolutely, absolutely. There is a yeah. There's a bunch of them next door. I don't know if they run wild. They're more than welcome to come over anytime they want. I don't know if I should send them a card and invite them. I don't know. I feel like however we can get them over there. Maybe I'll clear a path for them and they can just walk down the path and eat ticks. Um, it happened to you in Tucson, Gracie. Be nice. A guinea party, right? Water is definitely good. There you go. Um, Welcome back, Helen. Long time no see. All right. All right. Don't ticks cause Lyme disease? They can cause Lyme disease, yes. But we were just researching this. A lot of the ticks that are out here are baby, they're immature. So the odds of them getting them from a host and then bringing it back already as being babies is rare. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stephanie. But yes, they carry Lyme disease. It's actually a very small percentage of ticks actually carry the disease. Most of them here are itty bitty seed ticks. They can carry disease, but I think just like Stephanie was explaining, they have to like land on a deer, get the Lyme disease, get off of the deer, back onto the grass, onto Polly, onto Stephanie, bite Stephanie before she gets Lyme disease. And I feel like hopefully we would find them before that happened. Um, Six-legged ones. That's right. Would have to be bite something like, yes, absolutely. What Patty said. Um, Desert Deb, would you put it in the comments if you received your t-shirt? You should have gotten yours, and I'm not sure that I have got confirmation that you have. I think deer ticks are the species that carry Lyme disease. Certain ticks cause Lyme. I've had 6 dogs who all got Lyme. Oh, so Patty has talked about that. She's right. Lyme disease, I think that I heard that. Lyme disease actually started in Connecticut. So not everything that comes out of Connecticut is amazing. Like Patty. Patty, go fix your state. Oh, and Trisha too. Trish, you guys got to get those ticks in order up there now. Um, we are at the shop, and the shop has got a lot of gravel. Right next to the gravel is a lot of weeds and tall grass, tall, like just yeah. And we feel like that's where the ticks are coming from. So we're kind of like hiding from that area. My van is kind of parked smack dab in it. I feel like I have been bit so many times that I feel like I'm good. I feel like I'm building up immunity. Um, but biting deer and mice is their entire job in life. They do it every day. Absolutely. Area early. Yep. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I'd move if I were you, Patty. Buy a van, move from Connecticut. Yep. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Oh, don't like ticks. Yep. I do not like ticks. Yep. Now, Kathy, I didn't ask you earlier, but so if you guys know anything about fishing, you know I've got a good lake on the property. You know it's stocked with fish. We've got some 3.5 to 4 foot carp in there. They're carp. We want to know if we should take them out. My sister says they're horrible for the lake, that they will take over the lake. Tell me if I should take them out. Depends on the time of year. Ticks aren't always juveniles. They generally need to find a new host. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pennsylvania is the #1 state for ticks. I think for some reason that seems weird. I don't know. It's pretty heavily wooded state, isn't it? Maybe that has something to do with it. And they got a lot of deer up there. Here we go. It's the tick and the poop show again. I saw that show. Matter of fact, I was in that show. Oh man, let's talk about batteries more. That is funny. That is funny. Patty, where are you in Connecticut? I'll let Patty answer that. Do you need a license to fish since it's on private property? No, you do not. No, you do not. Carp will eat all the eggs from other species of fish, but will they take over the lake? Should I get them out of the lake is my question. Heard that grass carp are good for the pond. Will they multiply and take over the pond is my question. But they got to be good for the lake in some form, because the lake is very healthy, and it's clean, and it's a nice pond. But these things are 4 foot long. I'm not going to swim in a pond with 4 foot long fish. I'm not doing it. I'm a pretty tough girl, but I am not. You guys ever do this? You go to the ocean and you just can't wait to get in, and you get about 3 feet in, and all of a sudden there's just a humongous area of like seaweed and all kinds of stuff brushing up against your leg. And obviously to you it's a 25-foot shark, and in about 0.0001 seconds you're back on the beach. That's me. Something touches my leg in that water, girl, I'm out of it. I'll be on the bank before you can sneeze. Oh, this is when we start talking about leeches. Right. Leeches. Oh, did you guys see that movie, Stand By Me? The kids get in the swamp, or whatever that is. They're walking through this, and they've got leeches on them. Oh man. Koi need grass or nesting medium to lay eggs typically. My husband used to only fish for bass, but found a great way to fillet them and fry them up. And now he goes up to the Alton Dam. We need to know how to fillet bass. Tell them to come fish in the lake. Go swimming with a mask and snorkel and spear gun and get the carp, right? You can see them through the water. If you had a bow, you can see them through the water. Yeah, at a certain time of day, that sun hits right. I have counted 15. I've counted 15 in one school. Oh man, I've had Lyme disease twice. Man, I'd have to move, Trish. Trish, move to Missouri. We've got very few ticks here, but they're all right here. Just don't move here. I meant to say carp. Oh, carp. Tell them to come get them. No, I did not know you could eat carp because they're very bony fish. I did not know that. Yeah, go to the river. You'll get Mississippi River has huge carp. Question. Now that it's getting hotter. What do you recommend for portable AC that aren't power hogs? Oh man, Trish, they're all power hogs. I honestly, because I feel like three of my clients all want AC units for. So we've been kind of looking at some of them. I'll tell you what, I've got one here right now. This thing, it looks like it should be on a house, not a van. It is huge. But you're looking at, I mean, you're honestly looking at, 1,300, 1,500 watts an hour. I mean, you're going to have a humongous battery supply. If you've got over 600 watt hours or amp hours, 600 amp hours of battery, and you want to run it for a couple of hours during the day, the Dometic RX is one that I always like to, I think it's very slimline on the roof. It's very low profile. It fits between two ribs. But again, you're talking about, depending on how high you've got it set, you're talking about, in the 1,000 watt hour range. So you've got to have a big power supply, and you either have to be, if you're on shore power, golden. And that's what I would do. If you are one of those kind of people that you need an AC unit, just get any, just research them. Like, look at the reviews, the Dometic, the Nomadic, the Coleman, low profile. Don't get a big clunky one. I mean, get something that's low profile, doesn't take up a lot of space. Put it by where you're going to be laying down or sleeping so it can blow on you. When it's 100 degrees outside, go treat yourself to a shore power place. If the heat index is excessive heat warnings, get a campground and run your AC unit nonstop. And when it's not a heat warning, it's 80 degrees outside, you've been working or you've been at the beach and you just want to cool down a little bit, get your, and then blow it on you for a little bit and you're good. But I do have a couple off-brand ones that are going to be coming. I will talk about them. I will show the installs on them. AC units, little heater units, they're battery suckers. Have you looked at the truck mini splits? We actually, I'm not going to call it a mini split, but it is a heater AC unit. It's not small. But yes, I have looked at them. And the thing that I didn't like about some of those is there's two separate compartments on those. I know people are putting one of them on their hitch, the other one, a lot of people are putting them in their back door. The more I start doing stuff like this, the more I will research it. But you got to have a lot of battery. The portable small AC unit I saw was about $900. Absolutely. You can get them, from 900 all the way up to over 4,000. But some of them are affordable. I would definitely, if you can, get a 12 volt just in case you want to run it someday when you're not, you don't have shore power. AC just really sucks it if you can get away with it. Mr. Cool mini splits. I've got somebody that's going to be coming, has the zero breeze. When it's blowing on you, it's okay. Again, it uses power and it doesn't cool the area a lot, but if it's blowing on you, it will cool you down a little bit. EcoFlow, zero breeze are choices I've seen so far. My client that's coming next month to have some work done, she actually has that one. We're going to be talking about that. No doubt she's going to have it in her van and running when she shows up. So I will give you a full review on that. Again, though, those zero breezes, wait a minute, the battery on it, it's got a weird thing to it. It will drain, like you've got the zero breeze plugged into your unit, your Blue Eddy or whatever. It'll take power from your Blue Eddy even though it's got a battery attached to it. Now, I didn't see this. When she shows up, I'm going to look at it. But so, I mean, that ain't right. That's not what you want. AC 5,000 BTUs are cheap, only use about 450 watts. That's what Mark's got. I think that's just a little like Walmart or whatever, Home Depot, whatever window unit um that he's got. Um and you can take Mark, can you take yours out? I feel like he can take his out while he drives. I'm not sure. Low profile for sure. Cost of the Dometic AC, I think those are around $1,400. Don't quote me on that. Those in the river are Asian carp, different than grass carp, which are supposed to be sterile, I think. Oh, that would be nice if they're sterile. Now I only see one when I tell this story. Why? Because I no longer put attention towards them. Ask Einstein. Yeah. I want the answer to that one too. I'm very picky with my fish and I even enjoy the carp. Wow. Interesting. Um, Grass carp require long rivers for the survival of the eggs and very young fish, and the eggs are thought to die if they sink to the bottom. Interesting. Interesting. A 5-minute conversation about a particular spider manifested a nest 3 feet from my feet a year later. Over 1,030. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're not talking about spiders, right? All right. Well, oh my goodness, guys, it's 9:06. It's 9:06. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Before I go, is there any more questions? I want to make sure that there's no more questions. At Darcy, that has been my plan. Courtside has not been real accommodating. Oh my goodness. I leave my AC in all summer. I take it out when I snowbird. There you go. I thought I didn't see it in there. Time flies when you're having fun. Absolutely. The limit is 6 legs or less. I know, right? That went fast, too fast. Time flies when you're hanging with friends. That is exactly right. You guys, thank you so much for spending your Tuesday night with me. Thank you so much for those of you that donated for Maddie's birthday. I will definitely grab her either a puppy cup from Starbucks. We'll get her some ice cream. We'll get her some treats or something with that. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for following along. If you want to sign up for the meetup and you haven't done so already, the email address is down below. There is plenty of time to sign up still. Plenty of time. Pretty sure we're out of full electric sites. We may double some people up, but I'm pretty sure we're out of electric sites. But we'll make sure everybody has what they need once they get here. Thanks for following along, guys. We'll see you next week.